At first glance, this energy model from Casio looks like one of their G-Shock GA series. It has a large body with a protruding bezel, sporty and tough styling, bold indices and hands, and also digital displays. But actually, it's an older general model with old era feature, but people still seem to love it. Welcome back to Sam's Watch Review. Today, we are taking a closer look at this tough looking watch, the Casio AEQ110W. It is one of their popular models with a handful of features, durable specifications, and cool styling. This watch is more on the larger size, weighing 49 grams, with dimension of 52.2mm lug to lug, 48.2mm wide, and 16.7mm thickness. It has reliable water resistance and battery life. It is 100 meters water resistant, allowing you to do a lot of things while wearing the watch. And for the battery, it is rated for 10 years using CR2025. About the materials, the case is resin. The crystal is resin glass, so it's not scratch resistant. And the bands are polyurethane resin. The case and bezel look great with sporty styling. Great things to note are the protruding bezel that protects the flat surface crystal, and the design of the button frame that reduces accidental operation, but is still easy to push. Also the 4 screw-like things that honestly I don't know what they are, but they look cool. I tried to unscrew them with an Allen wrench, but it didn't work. The button design feels similar to the W735 that I already had in my collection. It has a textured surface for easy grip and operation. The action also feels okay, not too hard, not too light. On the backside, as usual, it uses stainless steel backplate with 4 screws, and here we can see the gap from the outer to the backplate is quite spacious. Could be something with the water-resistant design. The bands look exactly like the ones on the W735 or W736, and here is the tail side. And here's the buckle side with the plastic buckle. They are fitted to the lug, fixed tightly, shaping the curve at the beginning of the bands. It feels a bit too large for my wrist that is slightly under 7 inch, as you can see here in the video. Also, it won't sit well on flat surface due to the band fixed curve. Now about the analog part, this watch has 2 hands, the hour and minute. They move every 1/3 of a minute or 20 seconds, but actually they are not fully synchronized with the digital time. These hands have loom or glue in the dark that works just enough, and then for the indices, they are covered with reflective paint, not loom. We'll take a look later on in low light operation. The digital display is separated into 2 screens. The left one has pixels on top and indicators for alarms. The right one has number digits and indicators for AM, PM, and DST. They are quite small, although still easily readable. The contrast is also okay, but as usual with energy design, sometimes these digital displays are covered by the analog hands. Now this is where things get a bit disappointing. The watch has no backlight. It relies on the analog hands loom and reflective indices. Also the bright colored LCD background if you are using the positive display version. This makes the watch less favorable for low light usage. Moving through the modes is easy with the mode button, but sadly with the small digital display, sometimes you will need to focus more on looking at the screen. It's not the best or easiest to digest. The first mode is timekeeping. In this mode, you can switch the digital view by pressing the adjust button. One view is with the left digital display for seconds and the right display for hours and minutes. The other view is with the left display as day and the right display as month and date. Both options are relatively easy to understand. The next mode is telememo or telephone memory. Yes, it's an old feature. This watch has a phone book that you can use to save up to 30 contacts with an 8-character name and 16-digit number. This was a cool and useful feature at the time, but maybe not anymore. However, you can still use it to store some information, such as your contact in case the watch is lost. Next is the World Time, or abbreviated SWT. This watch has 30 series or 29 time zones, and you can also set the daylight saving on or off. But however, the World Time setting is separated from the main timekeeping, meaning every time the adjustment on the World Time will impact other series on the World Time mode, but no relation to the main timekeeping. Next, for the alarm, this watch has 3 alarms and 1 hourly signal. The alarms are the snooze alarms, and then alarm number 1, and then number 2. And then this one is the hourly signal or chime that can be activated to give a beep every change of the hours. The next feature is the countdown timer that can be set with increments in hours and minutes. The maximum span is 24 hours, but also keep note it has no auto repeat feature. Then we have the stopwatch. In this mode, the digital display on the left shows the seconds and 100th of a second, while the rounded display on the right shows hours and minutes. You can use it as usual with start-stop or also adjust button to split time. But in this case, you will not see any sign or indicator for the split, like for other watch it shows SPL and so on. The next mode or the last one is the handset. It is a function for you to set the analog hands. Now for the navigation of the menu, it's a bit tricky with a small digital display, especially when the hands are covering the screen. And for the menu operation, the feature that I found a bit difficult or at least different are the telememo and the World Time. For comfort, I feel that the watch lug-to-lug is a bit too long, and combined with the fitted lug, the watch overhangs on my wrist. Partly that happens due to my wrist size, that's slightly under 7 inches. Other than that, this watch is relatively light to use daily, but a bit thick to wear under long sleeves. Now about the price, this watch costs about $30 to $40. Amazing. Okay, now let's talk about the pros and cons. On the good side, it has a cool style and design, it is affordable, and then it is durable with 100 meters water resistance and also 10-year battery life. It is quite lightweight, it has a lot of features including 3 alarms and World Time, and then this watch is easy to read for the analog part, and the hands glow in the dark, although not the best. On the other side, it is lack of backlight, and also the material, especially for the crystal, is scratch prone although protected by the protruding bezel. And then it has high profile on the wrist. It also has feature that's already less useful, the telememo, and somehow it is a bit complicated to set up. In conclusion, the AEQ 110W is a sporty looking watch with durable specifications that will be suitable for outdoor activities in daylight. And considering the size and also lug-to-lug length, it will best suit for a wrist above 7 inches. And personally, it's not going to be my favorite, but I do understand why many people love this model. That's it for today's review. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe for more watch reviews and tutorials. Thank you for watching and have a great day.